We are out here in the garden now with Garden Guy to talk about things you need to do for your yard, for your garden, now that we're into that summertime weather pattern.
And you know what? It is getting summertime. First thing, making sure you're watering correctly. You know, every 3 to 4 days is the ideal situation, even during the summertime.
Okay.
And we talked about this earlier. Proper watering is watering and watering deeply and frequently. We talked about it 6 inches deep every time. So make sure you can push this probe or a screwdriver or anything along those lines 6 inches deep every time you water. And then after that, you can shut those sprinklers off for at least 3 to 4 days and then water again.
But it's so dry around here during the summer. Should it change the time of day you water? Because I feel like I'm turning on the sprinklers and it's just evaporating.
You betcha. In fact, early in the morning is the ideal situation. You want to avoid as much of the evening type watering as possible because as we get into monsoonal type activity, we normally will see a lot of fungal type problems. So what happens is water early in the morning, 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning. It dries out during the day, doesn't stay wet all night, and then you avoid all those different types of fungi that have a tendency
and mosquitoes
to...
too,
And mosquitoes.
Standing water.
And that's one reason we say deep and frequent watering is the ideal situation. The other thing is making sure you remove any type of shade. Bob, you can kind of go up into the trees up here, but getting 8 hours of sun is the ideal situation for growing great lawns out here in the desert Southwest. They do not like a lot of shade, so you want to go out there and make sure you're trimming up. And of course, lawn mowing is the ideal situation. Now, we use an electric lawnmower out here. We're all environmentally conscious, and it works out fantastic. But every time you water, or excuse me, you mow, you want to go ahead and let those clippings go into the lawn itself. And you look at our lawn here, we're transitioning from ryegrass right now, but we allow those clippings to go down in there because we use an organic fertilizer, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But every time you mow, and come on over here, Bob, I'm going to show you in April.
Yes.
So every time you mow, this is very important. Do not mow than about a third of the lawn itself, and that's going to keep your lawn nice and healthy.
Okay.
So if you can remember a third of that leaf blade, and you want to do it often. In fact, you can't mow often enough.
Really?
So every 4 to 7 days is the ideal situation. If you let it get too long, again, you may get some weed problems, you may get some mosquito problems, and of course, some different types of fungal type problems. So it's very important you stay on top of it.